again on this run, asks for a bigger change if he's going to be able to race the leaders for the win.
The easiest place to pass is, in fact, pit road. And the race-off Progressive Pit Road, we said they're good. Brandon Jones Group delivers. He wins the race-off in front of Chastain. Sawalich +2. Gray lost a spot, so did Mayer. And some drivers staying out, among them Sammy Smith, who had made a pit stop just north of lap 90. We'll reset it all and get ready for the final stage next. Restart. Final run here at Iowa.
Yeah, this will be something that everybody will be watching, is how that 8 car can hang on, knowing the amount of laps that he has on his tires. Just look how wide they get right there. 3 wide, everybody knowing how big track position is. We heard Connor Zilisch screaming about that earlier in the last stage.
Taylor Gray strong in that outside lane. Up to third, going to get second away here on those fresher tires.
Oh, and I think Ross Chastain's going to have a mirror full of Taylor Gray. He was the best car in the...
Come down here. Let's get a report on Brandon Jones, Kim.
Yeah, one of those that came down on lap 141. This is a gamble for Jones. He lost the track position due to speeding on pit road, so they had nothing to lose, kind of, in a sense. He joins in my section Carson Hocevar and Christian Eckes. Big gambles from all of them. Right now I'm hearing about 5 to 6 laps short, though, outside of the fuel window for the guys that came down during that lap 141 stop, Dylan.
And a little bit of a different strategy as well for the 8 car of Sammy Smith. He'll restart 5th. And if you remember, they flipped stage 2 and restarted this final stage as the leader. Their goal was around lap 157. That was at least kind of when the pit window opened for everybody.
On the inside, trying to slide up in front of the 18 again.
Don't look now. Connor Zilisch back in the top 10 after they had the loose lug nuts and struggled to make up much ground, but he's slowly, methodically picking them off, and still plenty of time with over 100 laps to go. 88 going to the outside of the 25 of Harrison Burton here.
Yeah, and I know that's been frustrating for Connor getting in the back, and we heard his frustration on the radio. But it's so interesting how just the farther forward you get, how each car you pass, your car will handle just a little bit better. He's put himself in a good position right here. If Jesse Love can clear the 41, we feel confident the 88's fast enough. The closer to the front, he needs to get a couple more restarts if he wants to get in position to be able to win this. I don't know that he'd be able to run the 54 down, but he has done a nice job, Adam, of recovering from that pit road issue they had at the end of stage 1.
Well, you know what? These are the kinds of positions you need to put yourself in, because he's someone we're going to be talking about in the fall that's got a real shot to win the championship. And it's not going to go perfect every week. There are going to be things that go wrong. You have to manage the bad times, and they're getting through it today. He's now up to 7th, now 6th in the running order.
It's so interesting you bring up the championship, Adam, because at the end of the year, I remember you had Zilisch in your championship for. I did not. I was like, he's a rookie. I think he's going to have a traditional rookie year. But he's proved me wrong. It's been incredible to watch what he's been able to do, and obviously I would say he's got to be the favorite right now, he or his teammate Justin Allgaier.
I just think it's great that you remembered I had Zilisch in my championship for, because I didn't remember that until you just reminded me, so thank you very much.
That's what friends are for, buddy.
Jesse Love in the 2, Sawalich in the 18, here comes Zilisch for another one. He's back to the top 5. 88 starting to flex some muscle in the final stage.
Well, and we've seen him trying to work the top because of those guys being on the bottom. This will really show how good his car is. He's going to have a little bit of clean air on the front end, not in the preferred lane. We'll see how much he forces the issue. You see Harrison Burton right there behind him, so if he can't make this pass, he might go back. You know, it's like you don't gain 1, you might lose 2 or 3. You see he's driving in there trying to slide up. Oh, the guy finally got in front of him, was able to get to the throttle in front of Sawalich there.
I gave him 5th.
And I was preaching for him, yeah.
He had to earn it. You know, that reminded me of an ARCA race 2024, because anytime those two showed up, they just went head to head, and it was a bar fight between that young duo.
Well, and they had a heck of a battle here. You know, those last few restarts they had here at the ARCA race last year, it was a lot of fun to watch William and Connor go at it.
You know, Sheldon Creed back there in the 00 has been quiet today, but doing what they need to do. They have to manage the end of the regular season. He wants to win, no doubt about that. In that long winless streak, still looking for his first career victory, but you also have to do what it takes to get into the playoffs.
Absolutely. And look at Harrison Burton. Like we have talked about the day that he needs to have versus Jeb Burton on this cut line. We've talked about it he's been on the cut line every single week since Daytona. What a run. I mean, they unloaded and had really good speed practice. Qualifying did not go their way. He's battling a Gibbs car right now for 6th position on the racetrack. 25 cars gained 5 stage points today. And look at the position he is in right now. Plus 20, that would be the biggest gain he has had on the cut line all year long. So great job to Harrison and that team.
Well, and you referenced the fact that he's racing against a Gibbs car. He made his 2nd career start in the Xfinity Series for Joe Gibbs Racing right here at Iowa in 2019 and finished in the 4th position. He was so good as a rookie at Gibbs. Won 4 races. Now driving for AM Racing after a stint at the Cup level and trying to put this team in the playoffs.
And I don't think you can say enough about Harrison as a person and what he's been through over the past 5 years of his career. He's had a lot of tremendous opportunities, but he's also had a lot of heartache, and he's had the highest highs and the lowest lows. And to be a part of building AM Racing